Welcome to the TLX Just-in-Time Quick Tutorials, just for GBC faculty. I'm Nikki Monahan, faculty coach with the TLX. Since many of us have moved to working from home most of the time, one of the biggest complaints we hear from faculty is, "I'm working all of the time." And in a recent survey of George Brown students, one of their top concerns is managing their workloads and staying organized. Some students say they have no regular sleep-wake routines and struggle with motivation and procrastination. What if you could teach your students those essential workload management skills by example? In this video, we'll review strategies for managing your work so that life doesn't feel like all work all of the time. If you can use these strategies and share them with your students, perhaps you can support them to be more effective learners and ultimately workers in a world where working effectively from home is an employer's expectation. In this video, I'll share 5 quick tips to manage your work and maintain some work-life balance. Tip number 1, create a work schedule. Being a faculty member has never been a 9-to-5 job, but it's not meant to be a 24-hour-a-day one either. Start by creating a weekly work schedule and try to stick to it. You don't have to work the same hours every day, but it might be helpful to decide in advance each week what your daily work hours will be. The number of hours you work each week may vary at certain times in the semester, but do your best to set a limit and stay within it. Tip number 2, identify your personal time suckers and energy wasters. All of us have our own personal time suckers and energy wasters, and sometimes we succumb to them right at the start of our work days. Maybe you get lost in mountains of email, finding yourself replying all, when what you really need to do is prioritize what's crucial, time sensitive, and save lower priority messages until later in your workday. Tip number 3, set your priority tasks for the day and complete them first. Have you ever come to the end of a long workday and discovered that the one thing that you really needed to have accomplished that day isn't done yet? It happens. A good strategy to reduce the likelihood of that is to take a few minutes at the beginning of each workday and identify your top priorities. Clarify what specific tasks are associated with them. And here's the critical part, do those first. A task that might take you 1 hour to complete at the beginning of your workday when you're fresh could stretch out into multiple hours if you've left it till the end of the day when you're tired. Know your own high and low energy times. All of us have varying energy levels at different times of the day, but knowing when you have the most and least energy can help you be more productive. Try to schedule your most demanding tasks when you're fresh, and save the tasks that require the least mental energy for other times. Recognize the signs of when your energy is fading or that you're procrastinating, and take a break. Tip number 4, make your breaks work for and not against you. When you take a break, try to do something non-screen related that will boost, not sap your energy. Go outside for a quick walk, even if it's just around the block. Do some stretches, or even rearrange your junk drawer. You know what works best for you to jumpstart your energy and come back to the computer refreshed. Tip number 5, prepare for high demand periods of the semester and work smarter, not longer. Every semester has its peak demand times, startup, midterm, and assignment season. You may end up working longer hours during these times, but you can plan for them and be more efficient. At the start of the semester, send out welcoming messages or videos to your students, directing them to your own Blackboard resources or college resources to help them navigate their way and reduce their dependency on you to answer every single question. Consider adding these resources to your outgoing email signature so that your students learn right from the beginning to become more independent problem solvers. At midterm, when students are working on assignments and you're fielding last-minute questions or requests for extensions, consider using group office hours organized by topic, or post an announcement directing students to an FAQ section on your Blackboard discussion board. Be sure that your students know how to check those places first for answers to assignment questions before they send you another email that you need to respond to. And finally, when you're deep into grading and staring down mountains of assignments, find some strategies to increase your efficiency. Use rubrics. Consider giving verbal rather than written feedback. Set a timer on your phone and commit to spending only X number of minutes on each assignment. The work is not going away, but perhaps you can tackle it more efficiently. Teaching's a demanding profession, no doubt, but we owe it to ourselves to use the time we have wisely so that we have energy to spend on ourselves and the ones we love. Share these tips with your students and support them to improve their workload management skills and become more effective work-at-home learners. This has been a TLX Just-in-Time quick tutorial just for GBC faculty. See you next time.